Hey, this is Alex, and this is Abdul, and we're with Wilson Amplifiers, and we're going to show you today the Wilson Pro 1100 cellular signal booster system. This is a mid-tier commercial unit, and it's for basically any commercial use. So let's get started opening this box. Okay, so this is probably, no, this looks like the main attraction.
Correct. Oh wow, it's got some weight to it.
It's hefty, it's hefty.
It's the Wilson Pro 1100. This is the 50 ohm version.
You need this? Ah, you're good.
So it comes with the owner's manual. And the booster itself. And then your power supply.
Very cool.
Here you go, you can put that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yep.
take that, get that out of your way.
So this one does require a minimum of 110 volt. First thing you'll notice is that it does come with an LCD monitor, and it also does come with a little, I guess you can say it's like a little section where you can slide your business card in, so definitely on the commercial grade side. It does come with the outside antenna and inside antenna ports located on the top. And a cool feature that this one does have is that with the power supply, it's got a locking mechanism. So whenever you're going to do these installs, you leave it in the IT closet, you're pretty much guaranteed that this is not going to slip out on you because it does lock in place. So that's a really nice feature. It's the small things that matter.
So, I mean, why would somebody buy this over a different version of the Wilson Pro?
So the special thing about this one is that, for one, you've got your LCD monitor, so you've got some control. Specifically for this one, you want to use in environments where you're getting, let's say you're getting a good hot AT&T signal coming in and you want to shut off that band, you could do so to prevent any kind of overload or oscillation issues. Versus the other amps, you really can't do that. So this is a really, really nice feature to have on this.
Yeah. So here's the outside antenna that comes with this amplifier. Can you tell us about that?
So this is Wilson's directional antenna. It's got a 10.5 dB max gain. It is the 50 ohm version.
Like that.
Yep. So the locking hinge, it does come with an arrow. This arrow just basically signify that the antenna, the arrow has to be pointed upwards when you install this thing. And on the bottom, you'll notice that it does have two weep holes. This acts as, like, for example, if you have any kind of moisture buildup when you go to install this thing on the roof, it'll allow that to seep out so it doesn't become like top heavy. So make sure that that's in place when you install this thing.
Yeah, also in the box we have this short little cable here, as well as this cellular accessory, as the box says.
Right. So this accessory here is a lightning surge protector. The only thing that you're probably going to need to supply for this is the grounding cable. It does have a little notch in there where you'll feed the grounding into it, and then you'll crimp down on, and then you'll add this cable in between this and the outside antenna port, and this will act as the lightning strike surge protector between that from the outside antenna.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry, this is the inside antenna, not the outside antenna. What is this? Okay.
So this is Wilson's dome antenna.
Okay. Where would you put that?
On ceilings.
Okay.
So
Makes
perfect application for commercial grade, that you've got drop ceiling tiles. It does come with a lock collar. Let's see. So anyways, you take this collar off. You've got the little stem that you basically have to create a puncture in the drop ceiling tile. You push this through, and then you'll come back from the back side and just basically sandwich this in, and this will lock it onto the ceiling grid tile, and it'll hang just like that, and then you'll just run your cables above.
So, I mean, this is only one antenna. It only seems to come with one antenna in the kit. So
Antenna.
what's the effective coverage range of this antenna?
With a good signal, I mean, 50 feet. I would say, with a really good signal. Considering you have one antenna on there now, if you add splitters, couplers in between, you're starting to add a little loss to it, so that coverage bubble can reduce.
Speaking of splitters, we have one here. This is not in the kit, but we did prepare one just so we could talk about it. This is how you would expand the kit. If you want to add more of these antennas,
Right.
you'd want to use a splitter.
So you'll need one of these splitters depending on how many antennas you want. So if you want to add 2 antennas, a 2-way splitter, 1 per each port, 3-way, and I believe they offer it up to a 4-way. So 4 antennas per kit. And then obviously they've got an in port and then an out port. The in port is going to be the port that goes towards the amp side. The out ports, these -3 dB ports, those are going to be going to your antennas.
Yeah, so we've been talking a lot about cable here, but so one of these is obviously longer than the other.
Right.
But so why would that be? Why is one longer and one
So,
shorter?
I mean, Wilson's nice enough to offer, a cable that's a little longer in case you have to stretch that donor antenna longer. Or if you have a run inside that's, a little longer distance that you need to run. So it does come with a 60-foot, and it also does come with a 75-foot. No particular way you need to add these. You can add it you can flip-flop them, put them on your in port or your out port, depending on how far those distances are for your antennas. Ideally, I tell everybody, the best way to get the best signal coming in is try to keep that donor antenna as short as possible. So I do recommend going with a 60-foot, if possible. If not, it's not gonna break the bank.
Yeah. So another thing about this kit is basically this amplifier is actually quite strong. It's up to about 35,000 square feet, like we said, and that's really quite a lot. You're not going to typically get that almost under any circumstance just due to the way signal works, but it's going to really, really perform well for you. And you can get signal in areas that have absolutely none with this sort of signal.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, this is really, really strong.
Like I said, the thing that makes this booster shine is that you do have the ability to turn off bands. And again, it's gonna, if you're not technically inclined, you're definitely gonna need to want to have, a professional grade to install this thing. But it's definitely a really good booster for the money.
Yeah, it's one of our most popular ones.
Exactly.
So, I mean, that's it, everybody. I mean, hopefully this helps you see what exactly you're getting when you buy one of these and what exactly you can expect from a Wilson Pro 1100 kit. So I'll see you soon.